Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so child abuse is defined by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services as any recent act or failure to act on the results of child abuse, and it results in child's serious physical, mental, or sexual abuse. It can also go to exploitation or death of the children in extreme cases. SaveHorizon.com shows that 1 in 10 children suffer from maltreatment, 1 in 16 suffer from sexual abuse, and nearly 1 in 10 are witnesses to child abuse, and that will later on lead to emotional or psychotic problems. Not in all cases, but some. Over 25% of children that suffer from child abuse are under the age of 3, and more than 45% of children that suffer from child abuse are under the age of 5. So today I'd like to inform you of child endangerment and ways that can help you either prevent it or report it to people so that it can stop the child from being a victim. Okay, so the first type of child abuse I'll be talking to you is physical abuse. Now that I've previewed my speech, I'll be talking first about physical abuse. Physical abuse is either intentional or unintentional abuse that is inflicted on a child by a parent or an older sibling or family member. This includes, JoyfulHeartFoundation.org defines this physical abuse as either beating, biting, kicking, punching, shaking, throwing, hitting, choking, stabbing, or burning your child. And the American Humane.org Children's Society also makes their point to show you that the physical indicators of these types of physical abuse could be burn marks from cigarettes, spots of hair missing in your head. Also, there'd be bruises, broken bones, multiple types of lacerations over the child. So if you see those indicators, that kind of means that they're either being abused by their parents or family members, and should make it a point to tell a police officer or somebody that would help them. Okay, so now that I've informed you of physical abuse and indicators of it to help you prevent it, I will now be talking about sexual abuse. So sexual abuse is also called rape, and there are two types of rape: acquaintance rape and statutory rape. Acquaintance rape is defined as when the victim or the child is abused by somebody that they know, so that would be like their uncle or mother or older sibling. And then statutory rape, as many of you may know already, is rape when you're over the age of 18 and you have consensual sex with a minor, and that is all. You can also go to jail for that. It's not okay. So to prevent acquaintance rape, it's better to keep an eye on the child when they're with people that you don't really trust or you don't really know on a personal level. But there are also other cases where there are kids that are raped by family members that you trust and the family doesn't know. So really, it's something that you have to just look out for from the way the child acts with their body language. And if they're around like an uncle, say for example, their uncle molests them, a child, every time they're with that person, they're either gonna be very scared and timid and not try to displease them so they don't get raped again. So it's better to just watch your child and make sure that you know how they act with certain people so that they don't get raped. So now that I've explained sexual abuse, lastly I'll be explaining emotional abuse, also called mental abuse. This is defined as actions that affect self-worth and self-image of the child. So you're demeaning them, you're making them lose their courage, and you're making them feel like they're not worth anything. This can really traumatize them in the future. And then most children that are affected by mental abuse when they're young are cruel or they affect their children with mental abuse when they're older. So it's like a cycle that we're trying to stop. Also, a parent can unknowingly inflict mental abuse on the child by giving harsh commands. By giving harsh commands, constant criticism, threats, yelling, and also being a witness to child abuse can also cause mental illness in the future. Okay, so now that I've explained to you all the different types of abuse, I hope you understand it enough so you know when to report it and you can save a child's life. In this speech, I explained the importance and the different types of child abuse. I spoke about physical abuse, sexual abuse, and mental or emotional abuse. Like Gandhi said, we must become the change we want to see. So please report child abuse and protect an innocent from